Yep, things have changed here. Welcome back to my beautiful off-grid cabin here in the Australian rainforest. The rain has forced us back inside with renovations. We're jumping back into the laundry, and I'm actually really excited about this because I plan on making this a little different than your standard laundry. But before we jump straight into it, let's catch you up because this isn't what it looked like not long ago. If you watched my last video where we were working on the laundry, I had to rebuild this entire wall. I also built in storage on the other side for Grace's office. We then decided to make this all storage on the laundry side as well, and the washer and dryer going here. That is because you overwhelmingly agreed with Grace's opinion on that one, and I have to admit, as always, she was right. And as you can see, I have now sheeted this entire room. It is now ready for painting. This white is just the pre-primed boards. And that is why I'm wearing my Sunday best. It's my favorite job time, painting. But first, of course, we need to tape everything up. If you know me and how much I really dislike painting, we ain't rolling this bad boy out. No siree. Let's do this. This room just ain't big enough. You're gonna have to leave. That's why I love the spray gun. That whole room just took me probably under 10 minutes. Primer coat, done. And probably a good thing we're redoing the floors. Time for coat number 2. She's a bit hazy in here. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry, and in the morning, the fun begins. Oh yeah. Good morning, I am juiced up, and I'm not the only one juiced up, by the way. The blue sky is out, painting is behind us, we can move on with our lives. There's just something about white walls and wood trim, very nice. Initially I was planning on keeping this original flooring, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen, and it could do with a refresh anyway. I found a sample that was only $100 as it was leftover stock. It is waterproof. It's not amazing, but hey, this is a laundry and I'm trying to do this whole renovation on a bit of a budget. That actually fit in pretty nice. Now remember, this is all going to be under the washer, dryer and cupboard, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Pretty happy with that. The difference $100 can make, huh? Hot tip, paint the trim first. Then that way I don't have to tape anything or get any paint on my new floors. Paint's still a little wet, but we gotta move on. This is what I mean by why you paint the trim first. Look how clean the line is. And this, for cheap floor, this has actually come up really nice. That is beautiful. I think that means my wall's not level. Oh, so much lighter. I'm a little bit concerned here that this is gonna hit the taps. Oh. Wait, what? How is this longer than this? Well, good news is, we just have room. Bad news is, I wasn't prepared for that. We need to come up with a solution that covers these up. Bear with me. Have a look how beautiful that red grain is. And what's hidden under this old hardwood, I have a feeling is going to be amazing. These were kind of old bits of timber from my timber yard that I've pulled out of the house. And like you guys know, I try and reuse as much as possible in the build. And I really think that these could make something special for a bit of a countertop in this laundry. Now we've got a lot of sanding to do. Now, this may take a little while, but look at this beautiful wood underneath. And we might speed this up for you. Now we have the bench top border. My plan is to route out, you can see this tongue, it's like a tongue and groove for the sheet. This is actually leftover flooring from my bathroom that I'm reusing. For this job, I'd ideally use a router, but I actually don't have the right size bit. So instead, I'm gonna run them through the table saw a few times, and it's gonna hopefully get me that nice groove. As I said before, the hope is to get it so everything sits nice and flush. And this channel is what we're left with. And it should be identical on every piece. Where in truth, it should. Bloody beautiful, mate. We're jetting off early because I am going for a surf before it gets too dark. I feel like that was a very productive session. And on top of that, apparently the surf's pumping. I mentioned a while ago to you guys that I'm going on a trip to Tahiti to try and surf kind of like one of the gnarliest waves in the world. I am an average surfer at best, so I need to get as much training in as I can because I leave to Tahiti in about 6 days from now. I'll see you in the morning, and if you did want to see some surf footage, that will be in the next video for sure. And yeah, picture some very, very blue water. I have never been to Tahiti before, but it's a bucket list. Morning. Just getting my cuts in early, and before I jump into even more, I just wanted to quickly say, in the last video, I opened up about my reasons for seeking out a therapist and seeking help, in the hopes that by me continuing to show up and be vulnerable on here, it will help others that need help to feel the courage to speak up as well. Since I released that video, I have got so many messages from you guys saying that it was through watching me that you've decided to seek help and the positive impact that it's had on your lives. And honestly, I just want to say that that absolutely means the world to me, and I'm so proud of all of you guys and everything you've overcome. In a world that feels like it's really lost its way and its sense of community, we've somehow managed to build one of the best here. So please keep speaking up, and I feel like together we truly are making a difference. A lot of you know my story. It took tragedy for me to finally seek the help that I needed. But once I started seeing a therapist, I was so glad that I did, because as well as going through the grief, I also realized that I had been holding on to a lot of emotional trauma from my time as a paramedic, with a lot of PTSD from seeing things that I never should have seen. And I didn't realize how much that had been weighing on me and affecting my daily life. Only through talking with a therapist and developing building blocks and working through those issues to come out the other side was amazing, and feel that lightness in my chest now. It takes a lot of work, but it is so, so worth it, and I couldn't have done it without therapy. For years, I've been seeing my therapist through BetterHelp, and I want to thank them for once again being the paid partner of this video. BetterHelp are on a mission to make starting therapy easier. You simply fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist as soon as possible. And if for some reason you don't vibe with your therapist, you can change to another therapist at no additional cost. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. click the link in the description below or head to betterhelp.com/Max Occy and you'll get 10% off your first month of therapy. Don't be like me, don't wait for tragedy to take action. Back to cutting. And leftovers, great firewood. And so now we need to add the 45-degree miters so it all meets up nice and neat in the corners. Well, this wood's hard. One corner ready. Corner 2, corner 3. Final corner. And now we make the legs. Obviously not secured together and a bit lopsided, but starting to get a feel for it. And we're getting close. So this has been a bit of a frustrating journey. I've put these brackets behind the counter as well because I've ran out of these legs, and by putting brackets at the back it allows me to have more room as well to slot in more stuff underneath for storage. But yeah, everything just takes longer than you think. I am ready to call it a night, and tomorrow we move inside the main cabin. I am excited about an upgrade to happen there. Good night, guys. Holy smokes, it is wild out here today. Apparently there's some really severe storms happening again further south. We're just copping a bit of wind, but good time for me to head inside. Now, I know a lot of this video so far, I've been focusing pretty heavy on the laundry. That's because I need to get it done in time. Oh. Wow, that's such a difference. But believe me when I say inside, I have not been idle. I'm gonna show you a few of the changes, but I'm not gonna do too in-depth of a tour right now because that is actually gonna be coming up in the not too distant future. Today, I have a big addition planned as well, which I cannot wait to get into because I didn't even know these existed up until a few months ago. Okay, first change, dining table. Grace picked up off Facebook Marketplace for 150 bucks, then got these two chairs to match it, 50 bucks for both of them. Steal. These I'm going to talk about very soon. We also just got a new rug and coffee table. Coffee table was Facebook Marketplace as well. It was 100 bucks. And then the rug I've got from Double Rug. They're an Australian company, designed in Byron Bay. And the beauty of them, they're machine washable. Good when you've just installed a laundry. Now, as we move over to this section, a lot of you will notice this looks very different to when you would have seen it last. For a couple of days, me and my mate Joel have been working hard at this space, building this fridge nook out, adding the upper cupboards, and it has really just changed the whole space. It's Joel Buddy's last day.
It's my last day, man.
Which I'm actually really sad about. Joel has been the biggest help here, just finishing off. I don't know if they explain it to you enough, but so often I do projects to like 98% done.
Yeah.
Joel has been the 2% finisher
guy
on all the jobs. Honestly, my whole to-do list is just being demolished.
Now you can go out and surf and enjoy your free time.
I know, free time. And I'm really going to miss that French Canadian, although I think he's got some pretty good adventures to come. Final change before we get into the new edition, but not only have I redone all the doors, but that's right, the bathroom now has privacy, not only a door, a lockable one. And yes, Grace is very happy, and definitely yes, I should have probably done that sooner. Now, there is one thing that some of you may have noticed this cabin is still missing, and that is blinds on all the windows. That's about to change. Now, these blinds are smart blinds from Smart Wings, and they're smart for two reasons. One is that they've got a built-in lithium rechargeable battery. The second reason they're smart is that if you've got a smart system like Alexa or Google Home, then you can voice activate these as well as using a remote. Now, they're meant to be easy to install. Let's put that to the test. Just got to install these brackets and it should just click right in. Surely 3 is enough. Okay, it's 4:18. Let's see how long it takes me to put up one blind. Wow, thought about pre-drilling, but no need. Surely it cannot be that easy. How do I get these in? Why didn't I read the instructions? Oh, I think I just got it. Oh. Nope. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. It's my trim. My door's not square. Now, this is only because it's an old house. Normally, you wouldn't need to do that. Oh, that already sounded better. Yeah. And despite a couple of delays, it took 6 minutes. That's one done. I think I have 10 to go. Now, they do need to be fully charged before use, but they come with an 8-foot long USB cable. It's USB-C, that one. And I can see it's now charging while we move on to the next. Apparently, thanks to them having lithium batteries, they only need to be charged once every 6 months. $4.39. No, don't. I knew that was gonna happen. Done. 5 minutes. It's already getting dark outside. It's time to speed this up. How are the roads?
There's a huge tree down at SES must have come.
The blinds are on the way up.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to retrim these windows. Whoa. Probably shouldn't use a rotating office chair as a ladder, but that is the last blind done. And considering I stopped for dinner, very quick. So I haven't hooked up Alexa yet. That is the next task, but I've got, this is actually the wall mounted switch. And they all come pre-programmed, so when you do it online, it programs it all for you. So this should technically stop right at this length. How's it look? Oh, I like the color. Oh, nice. That was satisfying.
I love it.
Great success. How many of you were expecting white blinds? I am already obsessed, and I wanted to jump straight into the Alexa enabled because I'm on a roll, but Grace is fading, so.
Tired.
It'll have a bigger impact in the morning anyway because I want to show you it blocking out the sun, but for now we say goodnight. And even more importantly, in the bedroom, I can now say goodnight. I can also say goodbye to my eye mask because not only are these bad boys going to help with insulation and energy saving, they're also completely block out blinds. I'm ready for a good sleep. Night, guys. Good morning. Well, Alexa's gonna have to wait because I've realized, or I'm realizing, I'm completely running out of time. I have 3 days left to get everything done before I head off to Tahiti, and there's still a lot to do. And if you're wondering kind of what the rush is, yes, it's going to be here when I get back. But whilst I'm away, Grace is going to be here and she's got friends coming to stay. And I'd love to have it all done for them. But for now, finishing touches, I decided to get this guy all connected out here, and I'm going to give it a good oil so it's nice and water protected. But I'll do that out here to avoid making any mess. A guy at the hardware store told me to use this floor oil. I use it on the doors as well, and it's just way more sturdy. So good for the laundry being kind of like a semi-wet area. Okay, whilst that timber is drying, it is finally time to turn our attention to the big, beautiful cupboard. Not to be confused with the big, beautiful bill. This one is actually designed to help people that know what a laundry is. Let's get into it. Oh, not this again. Short room problems. Okay. You're in the way again. These are going to be shelves, by the way. And I bought a few, so I'm guessing they're also going to be doors. Oh, shit. That really took me by surprise. Now the question is, can this get on it? Close. We had 10 mil off, and for some reason it's now not moving. I wanted it tight, and This is probably the strongest floor in the whole house. Oh, my arm is burning. At least it'll be waterproof. Despite it being so much more work, the advantage of making your own cupboards is you can really make them to fit your needs and what you've got, and we have so much space left to play with. I almost forgot about the door. I will say, at this point, because I often forget, videos I feel like this where I do a shitload of work sometimes don't get rewarded. Probably I'm trying to squeeze too much in, but if you're enjoying it, please like the video, subscribe, put a comment down below. I don't say this stuff often, but it really does make a difference for me and how many people get to see this video. So appreciate you guys, and now for the first time ever I'm using a new tool. Let's see how my ironing skills are. I actually think my ironing skills are better with this than on clothes. You can see that already starts to make a huge difference. Not perfect, but new skill unlocked. If this works, doors are kind of easier than I remember, but that may be speaking too fast. Let's see. Well, there's certainly soft close. That's slow, but that looks pretty good. One to go. It would be way too easy if this just shut and lined up with the other door. We got doors, folks. You may notice the gap at the top. It turns out with this roof, as it slopes down, I couldn't have the doors go right to the top, so I'm just going to put a little bit of trim piece there, but 2 days to go. The tiles have arrived, and the best part is, I've got a helper to come along for the ride. Come over. Good boy. Grout, tap, sink, a pallet of tiles. Oi, watch out, Leo. Now remember, I'm not about going like modern looks. I'm loving this cool cabin kind of vibe, and these, I have a feeling, are going to come up so nice. And for anyone that watched my bathroom build, you'll notice they're in sheets. There is no way I'm doing those individual tiles again. I've had multiple tilers tell me since those bathroom videos that they are the hardest tiles to tile. Now, I'm very aware we're short on time, but I just want to show you something that will definitely save me time while tiling. I learned this from the bathroom, but pre-planning is key because you can minimize your cuts. This is the stencil for the sink. I love when they come with a stencil. And look at this. If I put this here, I literally am only going to have to cut 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. I won't have to cut any of these, all things going to plan. And you may look at that and go, Max, off center, how can you do it? It won't be. Trust me, it will not be. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I love how this is coming together. It's really just hitting me how close to heat he is. I'm getting so damn excited. Laundry or not, I'm out of here. Lucky I made it wider, bloody hell. So much for the stencil. Now, before we can start tiling, we need a surface to tile on. I have a feeling this is going to be a little tricky, and we kind of get one shot because I'm gluing it all together at the same time. I'm going to have to call in some help. So I think if I put a bead along this one, push that in, and then we'll jam this other one in once it's in, you know what I mean? tight, that's all.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Wow, that is
Snug, mate.
that is beautiful. That's
Doesn't get much
way
better
better
than
than I kind of thought it would be. Right, let me just sit.
Wow,
Oh, I don't even need legs.
Oh, look at that. So good.
And sneak peek right there.
Oh man, that's wow. Look at that.
Woo!
That is nice.
Supervisors are definitely stoked, and I wanted to show you one last thing before we put the legs on because I'm just so happy with this. And really, when you achieve something that you find difficult, you should give yourself a pat on the back. You may not have seen it all, but this was a real bitch to get level like that and level perfectly, and that's without legs. Please, if you appreciate the workmanship, let me know. And it is a beautiful evening. Yeah, come in for a second.
Oh my god, the tiles look so good.
It's too late. I'm gonna tile in the morning. Because Grace bought pizza and tiramisu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, movie night and beer.
Wow.
Tomorrow, we tile. Okay, what is a big last day without a bloody big list? I have a lot to get through here. We are starting straight away with tiling. There's no time to spare because look at all these items. But this is the end goal. Tiling. And now some of you may remember with the bathroom, Occy and I dry fit, lay out all the floor tiles before getting started to get all the cuts done. I've done the same thing here. And so far I've only had to do the 4 cuts. And I actually, the way I've designed this, I don't predict having to do any other cuts until this end. That's things going to plan. Now I've just got to remember how to do this. There's meant to be water first. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Oh, start slow. We let it sit for 5. Lovely. Okay, there ain't no time like the present. Let's do this. Final piece of the puzzle, hopefully. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, first job off the list and the biggest one. I mean, wow. Stoked. Jumped ahead a little for this one. Now, I just need to attach them and we're ready to tile the backsplash. This should be pretty much not able to move at this point. For anyone wondering why I've just kind of put that over the nice paint is essentially for putting tiles on, you're meant to do it on cement board. It doesn't stick well to paint or to timber. So this is the best substrate for it. And on top of that, there's one thing I wasn't quite able to decide. I've left myself the option is whether the tiles go up to the edge here or they go over this like trim piece of wood. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tile up to the edge and then I'm gonna leave myself the option of adding this if I think it needs it. But we are bloody close to round 2 of tiling and this list is going very well. Speaking of, another one to cross off. This is it, folks, the final 2 tiles. It has been a hell of a day. I would say I need your input here, but I'm about to make a decision anyway. And I'm kind of leaning towards this. 3 more final pieces of the puzzle. Well, I'm so damn happy, and that is what matters. And actually, Grace is happy, and that's what really matters. So I do have a couple of hours in the morning. I'm gonna tick off the rest then. This has been a huge one. Tomorrow, I'm gonna show you the finished product. I hope you're ready for this because I am so stoked with how it's come up, but this has been way more work than I anticipated. Good night, guys. Yep, that just smacked me in the head. Good night. Good morning. Well, it is the final day, and if some of you still weren't sure about the yellow tiles, just wait until you see the red grout. Stoked that's done. We're on the way to the tip, but had to pull over for this guy. Come on, get off the road. Come on. See you, mate.
Bring that.
Nice.
It was always like, oh, the mirror. Shit.
Score. All this effort, cheapest tap on the market. This was 60 bucks. Lovely. And I just realized I haven't even checked whether the sink fits with the tiles on. I guess we're about to find out. Oh shit. Oh, nothing else needs to be said. Apparently Grace has sold the table from under me. We're gonna have to move our list. Good old Facebook Marketplace. Perfect. Thank you. I'll need you for the other one too.
Turn back.
Oh yeah. Thanks. One to go. And Grace has been working behind the scenes to get this one done. As I said at the start, I want to be able to cover these up. That was my concession for having them here and not where I initially wanted them, which I admit was the right call. But we just need to hang some curtains that Grace has sewn with her grandma's sewing machine.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right.
See? Never in doubt.
Oh, stoked.
You on?
I'm on.
I wonder if I could have like put a hook.
Oh, we still can.
Lovely. Great.
Oh,
Curtain making.
great building as always.
And I am running very late to the point that I'm going to give you guys a quick look at it and then I have about half an hour to pack.
For the first time in my life, I'm really excited to do laundry.
I'm definitely not opposed to hanging out in here. Okay, I need to make this quick, but every damn item is done and it is Tahiti time. I think you guys can tell, but I am so stoked with how all this came out. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the countertop? I'm also so stoked with all the storage we've gained. If we go back to what this room originally looked like and just how non-functional it was, and compare that to now, we have storage for days in here. I'm still going to build out a few more shelves as we measure those up. And of course, that includes all the storage we've gained under here as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up. As I said, I'm running really late, but quickly on the budget, the total was $18.10. I'll put the breakdown of prices here for you guys if you're interested. I did want to do it on a budget and I'm really stoked with the end result. Let me know, and let me know what you think of the tiles. I bloody love them. I will see you in the crystal blue waters of Tahiti. And a couple of fun facts: the wave we're going to surf is known as one of the most dangerous in the world, so I will need your support for that. And the second fact is that Glenn's coming with me. Boys trip, baby. I'll see you then. Bye guys.